Ahead on TSN Sportsdesk, baseball into its second chapter, but it's the same old story for Jack. It's only the second week of the CFL season, but the Tiger Cats are already on a roll. Will Paul Tracy roll to the pole after a record run at the Molson Indy? Nick Faldo does some record-shattering of his own at the British Open, and Canada shows its mettle at the World University Games. Hi, everyone. Welcome to TSN Sportsdesk. I'm Gino Reda. Nice to have you here. We've got the CFL highlights and a look ahead to this weekend's action, including the home opener for the Sacramento Gold Miners, plus lots more, including the Tour de France. But right now, let's get going with some baseball. We begin with the Jays and the Royals. You know, most pitchers are very quiet on game day. They spend most of their time putting on a game face and mentally preparing. Very little chatter with teammates and certainly no interviews with the media. But Friday, Jack Morris took a bit of a different approach to his start. Spent over an hour in a Toronto area shopping mall signing autographs. A few hours later, he was on the mound facing the Kansas City Royals. You got to wonder how this would affect his concentration. Just a beautiful evening in Toronto for the ball game. But the home team not off to a good start. Top of the first, Mike McFarland drives one deep to left field off Jack Morris. Darnell Coles just watches it go. 2-0 KC in a big hurry. Top of the third, still 2-0. Chris Quinn sends one back up the middle. Wally Joyner comes in to score, and it's 3-0 KC. Jack Morris has been struggling, and he spent some time on game day signing autographs. Top of the fifth, 4-0 Royals. Chris Quinn hits a smash that Paul Muller can't handle. Wally Joyner comes in to score, 5-0 for the Royals. Top of the seventh inning, the Jays have cut the lead to 5-2, but Wally Joyner gets all of this Jack Morris offering, sends it over the wall in right field. It's a solo shot, 6-2 Royals. Jack Morris just got counted. Top of the ninth, 6-3 Royals. Brian McRae drives one deep to left field. The fans in the bleachers rise to meet it. A solo shot, 7-3 Royals. And Cito Gaston ponders yet another loss by Jack Morris. 7-3 the final score. McFarland, Joyner, and McRae all with home runs for the Royals. Nobody with a home runner for the Blue Jays. Jack Morris drops to 5-10 on the season. Jeff Montgomery, the save, is 26th of the season. John Olerud now batting .395 for the Jays. On now to see those chasing the Blue Jays in the East. Sparky Anderson watching Juan Gonzalez do a number on his Tigers on this day. Bottom of the first, Gonzalez picks up where he left off on Monday's home run contest. Smashes one to left field. That's a two-run shot. It's 2-0 for the Rangers. Bottom of the third, 4-2 Texas. It's Gonzalez again. Another two-run shot deep to left field. 6-2 for the Rangers. Tigers come back in the top of the eighth inning. Now 7-4 Rangers lead. Gary Thurman bloops one into shallow right field. Mickey Tettleton comes in to score. 7-5 Rangers. But Texas hangs on to win this one by a final score of 9-6. Juan Gonzalez with a pair of home runs. He's 24th and 25th of the season. Gonzalez 3 for 4. 2 runs and 4 RBIs in this game. Tom Henke came in for the save, his 19th of the season. On out of Baltimore, where Cito Gaston is still very popular. They've got their own Cito in the crowd with them. Orioles and Twins. Twins take the early lead. Ken Herbeck will tag one deep. It's gone. A 3-run shot, scoring Knobloch and Mack. 3-0 for the Twins. Baltimore scratches back. All-star Cal Ripken singles to left field. Devereaux and Baines come in to score. It is 3-2 for the Orioles, trailing rather. Fifth inning, home run by Harold Baines and David Segui, and the Orioles led by a score of 8-6. In the end, the Orioles win this one by a final score of 9-7. Segui, Devereaux, and Baines with homers for the Orioles. For the Twins, it was Herbeck, and Winfield is 14th. Orioles trail Toronto by a half game. Oakland A's doing some fine-tuning as they take on the New York Yankees. Pick it up, Yanks leading 2-0. Ex-Yankee Ricky Henderson loves playing back in the Bronx. Henderson takes Jimmy Key deep. It's a solo shot. A's cut the lead in half. They trail 2-1. Bottom of the fourth, Yankees explode. Danny Tartabull goes deep off Kelly Downs. His 15th home of the season. And the Yankee fans are loving the big Yankee victory. No comment at all. Yankees win 10-3 final score. Danny Tartabull, Paul O'Neill with homers for New York. For Oakland, it was Ricky Henderson and Dave Henderson. Paul O'Neill 3 for 4, 3 runs, 2 RBIs. Tartabull 3 for 5, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs in this game. June 21st, the Boston Red Sox were a full 13 games off the pace in the American League East race. To make matters worse, their ace, Roger Clemens, was placed on the disabled list. But while he's been out, the Red Sox have actually climbed back into contention in the race. just 4 games back as Clemens made his return to face the Mariners on Friday evening. The first batter he faces, Omar Vizquel, strikes out. A couple batters later, it's Ken Griffey Jr., and Jr. goes down looking at some inside stuff to end the inning. Later in the second, the Mariners have the bases loaded, but Clemens will get Rich Amaral to strike out to end the threat. The Red Sox strike in the third. Bob Zubzik, a ball to left field. Goes into the corner. Mackey Sasser can't quite get to it. Andre Dawson and Scott Cooper come in to score. Boston took a 2-0 lead to go on to win this one by a final score of 5-3. Clemens has done pretty well against the Mariners. He is now 14-5 lifetime versus Seattle. Jeff Russell came in for his 21st save of the year. Elsewhere was the White Sox defeating the Milwaukee Brewers 4-3. Ellis Burks, his 12th home run of the season. Tim Raines, Joey Cora, Lance Johnson each had 2 hits in this game. Roberto Hernandez, his 18th save. Tim Salmon and Chad Curtis homering solo shots for the Angels in a 2-1 victory over the Cleveland Indians. Mike Butcher gets his first save. Lefty Kirk Reeder back on the mound for the Expos. The rookie threw 8 1/3 shutout innings against the Giants in his Major League debut. He's come a long way in a very short while. Reeder spent all of last season throwing for Rockford in A-ball. Now he is pitching for Felipe Alou in the majors and doing a good job at that. Against the Dodgers on this day, Darren Fletcher comes to plate, grounds one to second. Terrific play by Jody Reed just off the DL. Terrific play to throw him out. Top of the third, Lionel Shields singles into right field. Sean Berry chugging for the plate. Corey Snyder charges, comes up throwing, and in plenty of time for the out. Top of the fourth inning now, John Vanderwall drives one deep to right field. This will clear the wall. It is a solo shot and gives Reeder and the Expos a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the fourth inning now, Tim Wallach at the plate. Singles into center field. Eric Karros comes in to score. Ties the game at 1. The first run that Kirk Reeder has allowed in the majors. On to the bottom of the 9th inning now. Game still tied at 1. Dave Hansen lines one to right. Tim Wallach comes in to score the game-winning run. 2-1 Dodgers to score at that point. The Dodgers win it by just that final score. Reeder not involved in the decision. John Wetland came in. He takes the loss. Expos now 15-25 away from the Big O. Just 1 home run in this game. John Vanderwall solo shot for the Montreal Expos. On now to the Phillies and Braves. Fred McGriff involved in all kinds of trade rumors. He sits one out with a strained muscle. Still no official word on the trade. Top of the 6th, 1-0 Phillies. Darren Dalton smashes one straightaway center field. It carries over the wall. It's a 2-run shot, gives the Phillies a 3-0 lead. But the Padres come back to tie it up. Bottom of the 7th inning. Score tied at 3. Tony Gwynn lights up David West, sending the shot to deep right field. This is a 2-run shot. 5-3 San Diego. Go to the top of the 9th inning now. Mark Davis in for the save. And he ends the game with a flourish as he K's Ricky Jordan to end the ball game. And the Padres hang on to win this one 5-3. Darren Dalton doing the biggest part of the offensive damage in the game for the Phillies. He had a pair of home runs, but that was not nearly enough. Philadelphia, 3rd straight loss. On out of Houston and the Cards. Pick this one up top of the 8th inning. Game tied at 4. Lee Guterman on for the Cards. And Eric Anthony will lead off the inning with a solo home run. That's his 8th home run of the year. All part of a 3-run 8th for the Astros. In the bottom of the inning, Greg Jeffries comes up with the bloop base hit. Bernard Gilkey will come in to score, and that cut the Houston lead to 7-6. Great play now to save the game for Houston. Jeff Bagwell comes up with a nice catch, then throws the ball between the legs of Todd Zeile to get the force out at second. Nice scoop by Andújar Cedeno. Great defense to preserve the victory as Houston defeats St. Louis by a score of 7-6. Eric Anthony, the only homer, his 8th of the season. Doug Jones, his 14th save. Luis Gonzalez, 4 for 4 in this game. At the stick, it was the Giants over the Mets by a score of 4-3. Will Clark, his 8th homer of the season. Rod Beck gets the save and a 4-2 victory over the Mets. It was the Braves over the Pirates 3-2. Otis Nixon, his first homer of the season. Mike Stanton got the save. And it was the Cubs at Wrigley over Colorado 8-2. Sammy Sosa, Derek May, Ryan Sandberg, all with homers for the Cubs. Cincinnati shutting out Florida by a score of 4-0. Jose Rijo, 8 innings pitched of shutout ball, including 7 strikeouts. Still with the Reds, things got a little out of hand behind closed doors between Kevin Mitchell and Reds manager Davey Johnson. It was loud, and one player who preferred to be left nameless insinuated that Mitchell actually hit Johnson. They got into the argument after Mitchell missed Thursday night's game without an excuse. Mitchell has been suspended 2 games and fined. He's also been placed on the DL with a hamstring injury. Well, the Toronto Molson Indy is all set to get underway for Sunday. Some minor changes have been made on the track, making it the fastest it has ever been. And that is just to Paul Tracy's liking, who's coming in fresh off a big victory at the Cleveland Grand Prix. And a great rivalry in the CFL on Friday evening, the Tiger Cats and the Rough Riders. Highlights when we come back.
Journey's End has joined Comfort, Quality, Clarion Sleep, and other Choice Hotels to form the biggest hotel chain in Canada. Introducing Choice Hotels Canada, home of the Choiceosaurus sweepstakes. Lodging in Canada will never be the same.
Chris Lambert is the kind of grandparent that likes getting up at 5 a.m. to help coach the grandson's hockey team. Kellogg's Special K. Chris starts out each morning with the Kellogg's Special K breakfast. The Special K breakfast is high in protein, and protein helps build and repair your body's tissues.
Okay, Chris, let's wrap it up.
Did your grandma play in the NHL?
The Kellogg's Special K breakfast, high in protein.
The stars come out to play at the Chrysler Celebrity Classic. See Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Lawrence Taylor, and Jack Wagner tee it up on the Chrysler Celebrity Classic on Real TV, TSN.
Alan Eagleson has resigned from Hockey Canada's Board of Governors. An accounting firm has been auditing Hockey Canada's books because of allegations of impropriety involving Eagleson since February. He offered to resign in March. The resignation was accepted about a month ago, but only now just became public. Eagleson is also under investigation by the RCMP, FBI, and the U.S. Justice Department for dealings during his tenure as the executive director of the NHL's Player Association. Some other NHL news for you now. Craig Simpson is a free agent, and he's in San Jose, expected to sign an offer sheet with the San Jose Sharks. The 3-year deal is rumored to be worth